Hello and welcome back to It's New. We got a fancy crew for you. Your shirt now new matches your hair extensions.
It's green on green.
Green on green with the tree.
Yes.
I don't know why I call them hair extensions because they're coming out of your hair. It's better than the gray, I guess. Any event, Greg, what are you covering today?
Book 'em, Dan. No booking comes to LSAs.
You really had to step that up, didn't you? Anu, what do you got for us?
Yeah, Google Ads is having issues with automatically, creating site links, and after the RSA debacle, that's not good.
I'll be covering how Gary said there's a lot more work to do for making Google crawl more efficiently. And Mordy, what do you got?
Bing's latest underscores the need for a different approach to links in AI.
All right. So over on Search Engine Roundtable, Barry has an article showing some posts from Anthony Higman. He had a couple additional posts after that, but the big change, and you should be getting an email that bookings that you get from your ad, these are LSA ads, will be charged like calls and messages. So these are pay per lead, and you have typically paid for calls, obviously messages. Now there's booking. I would just make sure that if your booking is correct, that you have to have all your slots correct. This would make sense for something like restaurants and things to me. For service businesses like lawyers, CPAs and stuff, they typically don't do bookings, so it shouldn't be a problem. There could be some other like I'm just trying to even think of like who does, like realtors don't do booking, like who does bookings? Local service.
I mean, it could be like, I don't know, we want to book a plumber to come to my, anything like that.
Yeah. So I guess just make sure the key takeaway here is you need to make sure that your booking information that you have open is correct, or else you're going to be paying for a time that you can't actually service somebody.
The bigger issue, I mean, not bigger, that's definitely the issue, and they're opting you in automatically, and hopefully you get an email to notify you to opt out. But a lot of these booking links that are on Google Business profiles are automatically added, and nobody knows they're there.
Right.
The business doesn't know they're in, and they go into some black hole that nobody ever looks at. So you're paying for these phone calls, and the same price that you're paying for a phone call or a message that you would for these things that go nowhere. So potentially, and they're expensive. LSAs are crazy expensive. So.
Yeah, and just make sure, like, if you have Higman tweeted this as well yesterday, like if you've got a contact page, don't say like book something, don't do anything like that, because then it could be like Google might see it, I guess, as like a booking or something. And then I know you said the opt-out, there is no opt-out at the moment.
They say there is, but you're right. When he tried it, it didn't really work.
Yeah, at least nobody can find it.
Just one small correction. It's Higman.
Oh, thank you, Mark.
Oh, Lord. I knew you were going to bring that up.
I knew. What else we have with Google Ads?
Yeah, so Google has had another bug with site links creation this time. So like those, like the automatically, when you set the site links automatically pre-fill, Chris Brewer actually found that it's being pre-filled with competitor landing pages in the site links, which, you don't want that in your ads. You don't want that for site links for sure. Jeannie did respond to this. He has said asked to be DM'd and said the team are investigating this, and this is due to the issue with the pre-fill functionality that provides suggestions. It did not impact dynamic site links or other automatically generated asset functionalities, but better check that just in case, though, if I were you. Some issues with that. So check your accounts to see what's going on with your site links.
Amazing. AI is here to save the day. Yeah, make site links for you so that if people click on it, cost you money, and guess what? Goes to your competitor. Fantastic.
That's by the way, you're searching for something.
That did go, yeah.
I don't know what you're doing, Morty.
It's like binoculars. You never
see
a
serious bug.
Do we ever know what you're doing?
A serious bug, and you're mocking it.
Yeah.
Good going. Anyway,
the page they were very upset about this morning, honestly.
Yeah, and you're just mocking. It's not nice. It's not nice.
Mock.
Google
All I do is mock.
Do not mock Google when it comes to crawling, because Google has a lot more work to do there. Gary was asked, remember a year ago or so, Google's Gary Ish said they're on a mission to basically figure out how to crawl less and have fewer bites on the wire. And David Minchalala, I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Minchalala. Anybody take a stab at that? I don't know. Anyway, he's like basically asked Gary, what's the update on it? And Gary's like, there's lots more in the works But if you already see improvements, I'm satisfied. And he's like, could you tell us that there were improvements made? And he's like, no, I can't tell you that. It's like, it's just hard for me to, he's like, it's Gary. If you read the conversation, it's kind of funny. But it does make it sound like they are doing stuff and doing stuff to make things even more efficient going forward. So hopefully we'll see more improvements with crawling with Google, although we covered earlier this week that they had some type of weirdness with the crawl stuff. And it seemed to be crawling less efficient. But again, there's always going to be bugs with this type of stuff. Mordy, if you want to go, you can go ahead.
That's your transition, Mordy.
I want to be very specific, very clear. If you want to go ahead.
It was a great transition, Mordy. Mordy just didn't catch it. Mordy didn't catch it.
How do you not catch that one? How can you not get that one?
I was waiting for him to be forced to pivot. I was waiting before.
I can't be clever with my pivots anymore. So go ahead.
Oh, okay. Then it is my turn. I'm glad also, thank you for the reporting that Google is doing stuff. It's really good to hear that they're doing stuff and trying to improve the stuff that they do. Where would it be without Gary's statements? Anyway, well, this is great for Greg. Greg, you'll love this. But if Bing's ads weren't any more inconspicuous, then boy, they're being bolded and underlined. But you don't even this looks like a bolded and underlined organic result in this test because Bing's sponsor label doesn't actually exist. I mean, it's like a fictional.
It's there.
It's like upstate New York. Does it actually exist? We don't know.
I'm here. I traveled across half of it today. I already drove from Rochester.
I only know New York City and the surrounding, like Westchester County. I guess where Barry lives kind of counts, but yeah.
Kinda.
I understand that reference thanks to yesterday.
Yes, we had a chat
Thanks for that. I understand.
New York.
Yeah.
So, Greg, you're happy about that. People be clicking more on Bing ads, not even realize it because they're big, bolded, and in your face. Also, Bing is testing out this new AI link functionality. So, at the top of the, they have their Copilot box thing, and there's a link at the top, and it has a link icon, and it spells out the name of the website, the domain, like seroundtable.com. And then when you click on that little icon link thing, name thing, a carousel of other links shows up, which is like, wait a second, I clicked on that link to go to that page, but now I don't get that page. Now I get a carousel where I can scroll through and see other pages, because that makes sense.
I just have to say that these search engines, when you're looking at this Bing response and even Google AI overviews, I have just stopped using the links because I find a piece of information and then I click on the link and it's like the wrong stuff. It is so terrible. And then these 4 sources that you have, Morty, at the bottom there, like, what is it doing? What is it giving? I want to know a specific piece of it. And I feel like Google just sucks at it. And then this is like, just good luck. Here's the information. If you want to actually dive in deeper, you got 4 things you got to go do. And now you got to just pick and hope that you win with whatever the click was.
Can I say the dumbest part of all of that is that the reason why you people go, and there's data that shows this, I think Greg Sterling has some data that kind of indicated this, and Semrich had data that indicated this. The reason why you go to like ChatGPT versus say Google is just want that immediate answer, blah, 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 blah. But you go and you do like navigational searches, let's say, for example, on Google, because you want to be able to explore things and see more, right? If you make it harder to do that, you're killing the very reason people are using you over the AI. So it makes no sense.
It's even worse than that because we're like advanced searchers, and generally what we do first trickles down to like the less advanced people like Morty. And I find that when I see AI answers in Google, and sometimes Bing, but mostly when I'm using Google, I ignore it because I can't trust it. I just don't believe what it's saying. It might be right, but I want to go to the real search results, read the real text from the page as opposed to an AI summary of that result.
That just sounds like you have trust issues to me.
Actually, I'm a very trusting person. It's a really big issue.
Like I said, trust issues.
And I don't know if that's just me, but I just don't try. I don't know if you see, I kind of skip over the AI overviews and the AI answers because I just feel like I'm not going to get the I don't have the confidence from them.
Yeah. And that's the thing is Google comes out and they're like, oh, we're so good at this. And then I saw like a survey of like, what do you think of Google's presence with AI, and they tout everything is amazing. And then when you go look at what it makes in Google Ads for these auto created things and for what it pulls through, I know the Sitelinks thing is a bug, an unfortunate one, but when it actually does stuff, there are some things that you can work with, but there are things that are completely bad. There was one that was written for headlines says, "We are, period, we aren't." It's like, that sucks. That's not a good ad. And you can't keep saying these things are good until they're good. And when you say they're good and they're not good, then Barry loses trust and people don't use them because they aren't good. Just say that we're working on it and it's going to be great soon.
There you go.
Is it an ad for like Hegelian philosophy? We are, we aren't.
I don't even know what it means, but yeah, good luck running that one. And then wait till it turns into a site link. It'd be fantastic.
And you're gonna have to pay for those leads with the booking linkings that go into black holes. On that news, we'll be back tomorrow. Well, some of us, I think, the news not here tomorrow, but we'll be back tomorrow with more. It's new. Everyone have a great day and see you guys later. Bye-bye.
Great day.